everybody. So I just got back from an early screening of this year's Legend of Tarzan, and this is directed by David Yates, who did some of the Harry Potter movies, and he directed this with Alexander Skarsgård playing Tarzan, John Clayton as his English name, and you have Margot Robbie playing Jane, Samuel Jackson is in it, and you have Christoph Waltz playing the bad guy. You know, I think that so much of an enjoyment of a film comes with what you're kind of hoping for and what your expectations are going into it. Because this is a better movie than Independence Day Resurgence for sure. But on the other hand, I went in to Independence Resurgence knowing I was going to get a dopey alien destruction movie. And that's basically what they gave me. But it's not good. But the problem with this movie is that I went in expecting Tarzan swinging on through the jungle, and it'd be a little bit fun. Instead, I got about 3 minutes of Tarzan swinging through the jungle. There's so little of that, and most of it is kind of a colonial battle between the evil. I think it's between the evil Dutch, I think it is, with Christoph Waltz, and the African tribes, the Congolese, I guess. He starts out in London, Tarzan, and he's a gentleman and everything. He's Mr. Clayton. He's there with his wife, played Margot Robbie, and he doesn't want to go. He has no interest in going, and back to the jungle. It's where Margot Robbie's character grew up because her father was like a teacher there, English teacher in one of the tribes, and of course Tarzan was raised by this gorilla, and the gorillas look so good in this movie. They really did a good job with that. But anyway, but he's kind of lured back there by the Samuel Jackson character, who wants to get this guy for illegal slave trading and things, and so basically it's this long convoluted thing that like Christoph Waltz character wants to lure the Tarzan character to Africa so that then he can trap him and kind of use him as a bartering chip against this African tribal leader who is angry at Tarzan, who hates Tarzan because of an incident with his brother and Tarzan. He's angry, he hates Tarzan. So basically, like, Christoph Waltz's plan is to get this kind of exchange going. And so if he can bring them Tarzan, then this warlord played by Dam Hansu will let the Christoph Waltz character have access to these diamond mines, and if he gets the diamond mines, then he'll use the diamonds to then go and trade with this other Dutch guy, I guess, and then he'll be able to pay his due and be heralded as this hero and everything, and he wants to get this hero's thing. So it's very convoluted, and he's not planning on Jane being there, but she's the one that ends up getting captured, and so yeah, it's just a lot of back and forth, a lot of battles. It's pretty violent. I wouldn't take a kid to it. There's a scene where a lion rips apart a soldier. There's a scene where another character gets torn apart, and they actually use ants to seal up his wound instead of stitches. So there's just some pretty gruesome, pretty bloody stuff, and it's just a lot of like kind of tribal battles. There's some sensuality in it, but not enough for it's not steamy enough. And like, just to show, like, you expect a Tarzan movie to be him swinging through the jungle and whoa, you know, kind of a thing. And in here, like I said, there's hardly any of that. Like, just like 3-4 minutes, a couple different times throughout the movie, but very briefly. And you get very little of like Tarzan. Most of the time he's in shirt and, you know, full-on stuffy buttoned up kind of thing. You want like Tarzan to have, I mean, it's Alexander Skarsgård, he's gorgeous. You want him to have no shirt on, I'm sorry. I mean, that's just part of Tarzan. That's who the character is. Like, I don't want to see buttoned up Tarzan. So I don't know, I just think they missed. But it's well made. I can see people liking it. Other people coming out of the screening were raving. They really liked it. So maybe it's just me and my expectations. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those hard things, because how do you the grades are so hard because certain things are bad for different reasons. And I I guess because the special effects were pretty good and the acting was decent except for Christoph Waltz. Like, he must be so good in those Tarantino movies because every movie I've seen him in, he's been terrible. He's terrible in The Three Musketeers. He's terrible in Big Eyes. He was terrible in, I didn't think he was good in Spectre. And there's other ones I can't even think of right now, but he's not very good in this. Like, every movie I've seen him, he's been way campy, way over the top, way too broad. Like, he must be really good in those Tarantino movies. Like, he does not seem like a 2-time Oscar winner to me. So anyway, I guess, but for the other performances and some of the good looking, I'll give it a C+, but I think that's probably being a little bit generous just because I don't want to give it the same grade as I gave Independence. Anyway, I don't recommend it. I stay at home, watch the Disney one. That's a lot more fun and a lot more Tarzan. So that's my thoughts. So let me know what you think. Are you looking forward to this? I was actually hopeful that it might be kind of good. And they're going to lose their shirt on this because I just don't know who this appeals to. I really don't. I don't know anyone that's looking for a dark, gritty Tarzan movie. And so I think they're going to lose a lot of money on this movie. So anyway, let me know what you think if you do get to see it. Put it in the comment section. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. And this is my last review of new movies for a couple of weeks. So have a great time in July and enjoy some movies and let me know which ones you see. So thanks. I'll talk to you later. Bye.